All right, fifth graders, guess what we're working on for reading today? Inferences. So it's like being, I think someone said yesterday, it was like being a detective. So you're being a detective when you read. Now, fifth graders, I know some of you don't watch my instruction videos, but those of you that do, I truly and genuinely appreciate you. And I am grateful for you tuning in and watching these videos because I am attempting to teach you how to do something in these videos. So those of you that are watching, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys are the best. All right, so inferences. We're going to work on color coding today, which is kind of fun. So we're going to first, we always have to read the passage, fifth graders. If you don't read the passage, then you're definitely not going to know how to do it because you're not going to have any idea what the story is even about. And I'm going to read it slowly. And if I need to, I'm going to read it again and read it again and read it again, which is okay. So I'm going to read this passage. Remember, if it is too small for you to read, then you're going to click the present button. Okay, so, oh, sorry, that was a yawn. Okay, Anthony had totally lost track of time. Barefoot, he sprinted down the hallway with a towel over his shoulder. His goggles were perched atop his head. He had just treated himself to this new watch for his birthday, and it was supposed to be waterproof. At least that's what the salesman at the department store had told him. Maybe it was water resistant. Was there a difference between the two, and what was it? Anyway, he had apparently gotten the wrong kind. At some point during his workout, the hour hand had stopped moving. He was scheduled to be in court at 2. Luckily, the courthouse was right next door. He ducked out into the crowded street. A flock of pigeons scattered as he ran up to the hot dog vendor and asked the time. If Anthony hustled, he could make it. He bounded up the courthouse steps. Of course, nothing could start until he got there, but he always prided himself on being professional. The really helpful thing that he could do was he could get ready in a snap. All he had to do was throw on his robe, and no one would tell that he was wearing underneath of it. However, it would definitely be a good idea to put on some pants and shoes if there was time. So where is Anthony coming from? So this is our first question. So I'm going to click the escape button now so that we can type. And I'm going to do the first 2 questions for you and show you how I would find this. So my inference here, you type in the box, I think Anthony is coming from the swimming pool. The reason that I think that, fifth graders, is because in the text it says his goggles were perched atop his head. And I know that usually when you're swimming, you're wearing goggles, and that he said something about water resistant. So I'm going to take this highlight over here, and I'm going to highlight where I think this text evidence was. His goggles were perched atop his head. I'm going to go ahead and highlight there. And that is going to show me where I think I found the answer from. This one is a hard one. Occupation means job. So I think Anthony's job is that he's a judge. The reason I say that is because it says he was going to be in the courthouse, and then he had to throw on his robe. And if you've ever seen a judge before in real life, they have to throw on their robes in order to get ready. So the overall setting, is it a city or a country? Why is Anthony running late? And you're going to highlight and answer those questions using the highlight tool. So, for example, do you guys think he's in the big city or in the country? What sort of evidence do you find? Crowded street, a flock of pigeons, ran up the hot dog vendor. Do you see those in big cities, or do you see that in like a country town setting? So you would tell me what you think the overall setting is and why also you think he's running late. And after you answer the question, you're going to highlight where you found it. Please make sure you do not forget to highlight, and you can also make it smaller if you want to. So if you want to make it so it's just like that, you can do that as well. So I'm going to actually make this smaller here too. Okay. And then same thing with the next one. What is this event? You're going to read it, and then you're going to try and figure out where she is, and how does Lori feel? Why does she feel this way? And what is she going to do? So that is your assignment today for inferences. If you have any questions, let me know.